What's up, magic makers? Drew here, and thank you so much for checking out my creations from the Hollow channel. So for those of you who are not familiar with me, I already have another channel here on YouTube called She Who Walks Between the Worlds, which is primarily focused on my personal spiritual path and witchcraft. There will be links in the description. So this channel is something that I want to devote to my business. So I kind of have three goals in mind when it comes to what it is I'm trying to do with this channel. The first one being that I want to be able to say that I am doing absolutely everything I can in my power to nurture and build my business and my brand. And YouTube is a really good place to do that. I can just sit here and freely talk with my customer base about my products and my process and what it is we are doing here. And that sort of leads me into the second, which is how perfect a YouTube channel is for this kind of thing. I advertise on social media. I have a business Facebook page, and my Instagram is mainly devoted to my business. There's a lot that you can do in those mediums, and they're wonderful in their own way for that purpose. But this is a way for my customers to be able to find me and it to be a bit of a more personal, more interactive almost engagement, and to give them an opportunity again to get to know me better and to get to know more about my husband and myself, our process, how we came to where we are, and what it is we're doing. And then the third reason being that in my mind, there is more than one way to support a business or a person. And of course, not everyone can afford to buy product from everybody they love all the time. And there are so many wonderful people doing so many wonderful things out there. But one way that we can support each other is by subscribing to each other's channels, giving the likes, giving the shares, following the page, sharing posts, giving likes, all that good stuff. That stuff is very supportive as well in my mind. So I am kind of giving people an opportunity to get to know more about what I'm doing, but also to support me and my husband in a different way than maybe with their dollar if they're not able to do so. So quickly, let me talk a bit about the journey that's brought us to where we are today. If you do follow my She Who Walks channel, then you may have heard this before, and I apologize for that. In 2007, I decided I wanted to make my own ritual candle, and I wanted it to be specifically for Espit, and didn't have any disposable income, and couldn't run right out and buy all the supplies, but got some wick and took old home decor candles I had laying around, melted down the leftover wax from them, filled it with the herbs that were associated with the specific Espit, and as it cooled, as the wax cooled, I hand molded it into the shape I wanted and burned that for my Espit ritual. At this time, I was working at a witchy metaphysical shop, and my husband, myself, and my boss lady there would do Espit and Sabbat rituals and spell work together all the time. It wasn't long before my husband also started making his own version, his own hand-molded candles. His were not Espit or Sabbat related. His were sort of spell candle intention candles. My boss lady fell in love with our candles, and she was so supportive. So she invited us to sell our candles out of her shop while I worked there. And we did. And actually we added in other products during that time, but I was there from 2007 to 2012, and then I left, and we no longer sold our wares out of her shop. And by this time we had lots of things that we were doing, and we really wanted to continue to do so. We started selling our stuff out of her shop in 2008, by the way. Basically, it was word of mouth. We sold to our friends. We had some regular customers that found us on Facebook and got orders from us that way. One is local, one had moved away, and she's actually a teacher, and by her exposing our product to her students, we got other customers. So we decided in 2016 that we wanted to open an Etsy shop, and that's what we did. And after almost a year of being on Etsy, our shop became self-sustaining for the first time. So we were no longer putting our own money into the shop, at least It's not that we never have, we do occasionally, but the business can sustain itself at this point and has since 2016, which is wonderful. We were thrilled. In 2017, I started my She Who Walks channel, and then in the fall of last year, 2019, we started our own website. Now we are still on Etsy, but we only have like the base products there. We have the tried and true products that have been in that shop and that people buy from that shop, rather than putting everything in the Etsy shop and paying them every time we upload an image and list something and paying them like every 3 months to relist. We just put all the new stuff on our website. Our website is fully formed and fleshed out, and the Etsy is sort of just, like I said, the base products that have always been there and that do well there. And anytime somebody orders from the Etsy shop, I make sure that they know we have a website and that they should go check that out, because that's where our full line of products are. So that's kind of how we've gotten to where we are today. For me, this is just the next logical step in, again, nurturing my business and doing everything I can for it. So if you're interested in that, you're interested in learning more about my business, about our product, our process, who my husband and myself are, and what we're about and what we're doing here, then please subscribe and check out any content that is to come in the future. I hope for my content to be really bite-sized here. I'm not trying to make big, fully fleshed, intellectual, thoughtful, philosophical videos here or anything. I'm just, talking about my business. Although, if you watch She Who Walks, I like to talk, and I could go off on a tangent on a topic related to product, who knows. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again. Until next time, much love and gratitude.